approved gas chambers.
Really? But why?
Would it be safe to say that you agree to me that we've been lied to?
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't know that happened.
They don't show us that side of things.
Wow.
Going down into the gas. We're going to get caught.
Can you tell me what you saw?
Torture.
Torture.
What did you just see?
Obviously pigs in very harmful environments.
Like, we don't get to see this that much. It's very, like, behind the scenes.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, it's very bad.
Yeah. Is it shocking to feel like that's free range or to know that that's free range?
Yeah, that is quite shocking because we're usually told that free range, like animals in free range farms are treated a lot better.
Yeah.
But clearly you can see they're not. Yeah.
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 And it's good to show people, like, what animals go through, especially, like, pigs.
Yes, yeah.
Because, again, it's an animal. Like, imagine doing that to a human.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The people, like, in the video, you could see, like, people, like, hitting the pigs. Imagine that was them getting
Exactly,
hit.
yeah.
You know, it would have been the best thing. But yeah.
It's
very
horrific, isn't it?
It
Have
is.
you ever seen footage like that before?
Probably on, like, other animals.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably, like, on documentaries and stuff. Especially, I think there was a documentary called Seaspiracy.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was very moving, like, with the fish.
If you used to describe free range before seeing that, what would you have said?
The animals, they were given a lot of space. They were treated a lot better. But from what I saw, I mean, I saw them getting beaten, and it was quite hard to see. They're still beings at the end of the day. Yeah.
Exactly right. So they're sentient. You know what sentient means?
No.
So sentient is like the ability to feel pain, have emotion, and like the desire to live. Do you know who the RSPCA are?
Are you pleased that people are investigating these things so that people like you who are like kind and compassionate can see these things? Because these obviously happen behind closed doors. They want to be hidden.
Yeah.
Are you pleased that people are exposing it? Because for years, like, I used to pay for it and I had no idea. I never saw like the victim of my choice. I never knew like pigs put into gas chambers. Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, when I saw that, I was just like, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. How did you think they farm pigs beforehand for this video?
Yeah, they protect the animals. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I was to say to you, like, who are the RSPCA? Your first thought is there's someone who protects animals.
Yeah.
You know the gas chambers that you saw the pigs being forced into? Would you be shocked to find out that that's RSPCA assured?
Yeah.
It's mad, right?
Yeah.
They're a society for the protection of cruelty against animals, and they're certifying that it's okay to put piglets at 6 months old into gas chambers.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Definitely.
So we all have been taught from a young age, these industries teach us that free range is good, RSPCA is good, and there's a nice humane farm where all the animals are looked after. But if that's RSPCA standard of free range farming, the best of the best, would it be safe to say that you agree to me that we've been lied to our whole time?
Yeah, definitely, because they don't show us that side of things.
No.
I remember, like, in school when we see it, it's like we see them being treated quite well, and it's like they're promoting a change and something better, but we don't really see things like that. Yeah.
No.
I actually didn't know. I thought it was just like the same as like any other animal, like cows, for example. But I never knew it was like that.
Are you against animal abuse yourself?
Yeah, 100% against animal abuse. I mean, then again, like, I do eat meat, but like, I just don't know how they, kill the animals.
You've never seen what the truth, right?
Yeah, because you think like they're killing it the right way.
Most people think the same.
Yeah.
Because these industries, they use words like humane and organic and free range.
Yeah.
These are just words because they know that people are good people. They know like people are compassionate and kind.
Yeah.
So if people knew the truth, they wouldn't buy the products because it's a business.
Yeah. It is.
So if they say, oh, we'll feed into their compassion and say, we say humane slaughter and this, then people will be like, okay, cool, don't think about it. Like RSPCA as well. What does RSPCA mean to you?
I guess it means to me like saving animals, making sure they're in a safe space. I wouldn't say just pigs specifically, but like any sort of like household animal as well. They go through abuse at home, so like taking them away from that and putting them in a safe space.
Yeah, they're almost like the police for animals, the protection for animals.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised to know that the RSPCA approved gas chambers?
No. Damn. Really?
They approve that. And
They approve of, but why?
Why do you reckon they don't show you the actual truth?
I'm not sure.
Do you reckon if they showed you that truth, from a young age and you didn't have that layering of propaganda and lies and conditioning, do you reckon that you'd still eat animals?
I mean, that's tricky. I feel like it would affect us more to eat them, might put us off of them. But I guess everyone has their own kind of beliefs about it, but it's still quite hard to see. So I feel like it would definitely change the perspective.
Yeah, I think that if we was taught from a young age, if you want to eat bacon from a pig, you have to pay for a pig to go into a gas chamber.
Yeah.
I reckon, we wouldn't have that layering of conditioning. And once you know the truth, you're then educated enough to make a decision on if you want to continue to contribute towards that system or not. So are you someone who's against animals being abused and exploited?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Are you currently vegan or non-vegan?
I'm not.
It's money. They make money
Out of that.
everybody sold. So sorry.
No, you go on.
So like the stamp of approval or like meat products, it will say RSPCA approved. When you buy it, they make money. Because good people trust the RSPCA.
Yeah.
So there's that, like, most people think, the RSPCA protect animals, but they're actually making money off animals going through gas chambers.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's very shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the way they advertise it, again, like you said, it's a business, it's marketing. Marketing is, like, it could be good, but it could also be evil, you know? So we don't know what happens behind doors. We don't know like what the meaning behind like certain advertising is.
Yeah.
So to hear that, that's crazy.
Do you, as like a member of the general public, do you feel misled by these things?
Yeah, I think everyone is misled by it. But again, like, it's good that it's coming out, but I don't think it's going to stop.
I mean, I don't eat pigs.
Okay.
But, no, I eat like other animals. But I feel like lately with chicken and stuff, it feels weird eating it, but I don't really think about it in like, I haven't really thought about that as much.
Yeah.
It's like when I've seen videos like that, I've thought to myself, that's really bad, but then I kind of just forget about it after. Like you said, if they'd shown all of this stuff like growing up, it would have had a bigger effect than like discovering it now. So I feel like that's something that we should definitely be taught about from a young age.
From the victim's perspective, right? If we put ourselves in their position, how would you feel if people were sort of like, I've seen what you're going through, but like, just not willing to change at the moment? If we were the ones being forced into gas chambers, if we were the ones being exploited over and over again, what would your message be to the people who just don't really want to change?
It would be, is it worth it, really?
Like those videos that I just saw, it's happening, and even if it's coming out even more, they're not going to stop.
Yeah, well, do you know why this happens to them? Do you know?
No.
So it's all about supply and demand. So good people like on the street are paying with their money for products like meat, eggs, dairy, fish and things, which fund these industries.
Yeah.
So we're funding these industries that do these to the animals, and I did as well.
Yeah.
But when we expose the truth, people will see that and be like, I don't want to put my money towards people killing animals, animals. And they'll just maybe get like, I don't know, vegan sausages or vegan whatever.
Yeah.
And to steer away from that.
Yeah. I understand like people going vegan, and I respect that. But again, it's like, what are in those products? Because a lot of the time, like, let's say you buy corn sausages. Do you even know what the ingredients are in there? Can you like read or understand what it is?
So like veganism is a philosophy, like it's a stance against animal use and exploitation.
Yeah.
So and then like you can have like jacket potato, whole foods rice.
Yeah.
You can be healthy, or you can choose to have like the alternatives. Like they have like Beyond Burgers because people don't eat like a burger for health. They eat it because they like the taste.
But if they're getting treated like that, if it was us, we're getting treated like that, is it worth that one sandwich? Or
You got it. It's like, what's worth more to you, an animal's life or a sensory taste pleasure?
Yeah.
If I said to you, what did you eat for dinner last Thursday? You're not going to remember.
Yeah.
But if you ate an animal for that meal, that's their whole existence gone. Like everything they have gone. For a meal, we're going to forget in a couple of days, perhaps even not the next day.
Yeah.
So for you, is life worth more than taste, or is taste worth more than life?
Life more than taste.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not judging you by any means because I wasn't born vegan, but when I was shown the truth, you're then able to make an educated decision as to if you want to continue to contribute towards these systems or not. What about now? You've seen the truth behind free-range farming. You've seen the truth behind RSPCA and propaganda labeling.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the truth behind it, but I'd say, because I'm religious, and for us it's like, well, they're made for us to be eaten, but then I don't think that they should be treated in that way. And I know that in my religion we have certain ways you have to treat animals well, you have to treat them right, and there's certain ways about going about, essentially slaughtering them so we can eat them for food, but I don't feel like that.
I guess in that halal slaughter is
Yeah,
part of your religion. Okay, so there's no religious book that says you have to eat animals, right?
No, I don't think so. But there is a bit that says that we can't. I think it's that we can't choose to be vegetarian to like have mercy on the animals because God has the most mercy or something like that. But I'm not.
Right, but nowhere in is it the Quran? Am I right?
Yeah.
I guess the Quran. Nowhere in the Quran or the Bible or any religious book, no one says you have to eat animals.
It's kind of,
yeah.
So then it becomes like your personal choice. You can either choose to be healthy or not.
Yeah.
It's about leaving animals alone, and then we can thrive without doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it is an ongoing debate when it comes to like vegan and eating meat. I don't think I could ever be vegan. I'll be honest with you.
I said the same.
Yeah, I could never be vegan because, I think if you look at the times where, like, for example, like the Ice Age times, like the cavemen.
Yes, yeah.
They were not vegan.
No, because
And they survived on meat.
They didn't have the choice.
They didn't have
They
the
were in a
choice.
survival situation.
Survival situation, yeah.
Whereas-
And I get that, yeah.
Yeah, whereas today it's easy for us to be vegan, just buy vegan products. Like it's really easy for us. So if we can thrive without harming animals, do you think that's the moral thing we should choose?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But again, I think the torture's gonna happen. It's gonna carry on.
Yeah, there's gonna there's always gonna be bad people in the world
There's
who
gonna
like
be
murder, kill other people.
Yeah.
But the majority are against it, and we can fight together against that.
Yeah.
But currently, like, loads of people are paying for something they don't even know what they're paying for.
Yeah.
Because it's hidden.
Yeah.
So, do you think education is key for change?
It's key for change, but you could also say the same for vegan products.
Okay, so it's always going to be our choice whether we want to or not.
Yeah.
So if we could choose not to, why wouldn't we choose that as an option? Like, if we could be nicer, why wouldn't we?
Yeah, that's true.
Also, when you're looking at halal and haram, so even, let's say, I don't agree with taking any animal's life, but let's say we take halal slaughter, even if you look at chickens who go through halal slaughter, they're raised in factory farms predominantly, so there's still haram in the factory farming, so they're suffering before the slaughter. So it's never truly halal because there's haram in the process before they get to the halal slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah.
So the safest way, if you want all of your meals to be halal, is vegan, because all vegan food's halal. There's no harm, right? What's your thoughts on that?
That's a lot to think about. Yeah.
I know, I've thrown a lot at you in there. But I would just break it down. I'd leave it with, if you're against animals being abused, exploited and murdered, being vegan's like the minimum we can do, right? It's super easy. Have you got Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Cool. Check out Pignorant on Amazon Prime. My friend Joey has just released a new documentary, and it exposes industries a little bit more. But just the whole day you're not vegan, these animals are all going in there like the same for you.
When you buy something that's vegan, you know you're not harming, and you're not sending animals to gas chambers, right?
You're not, but in the long term, you could be harming your body as well.
Well, science actually states you can be healthy, like thrive on a plant-based diet for all stages of life, including infancy, pregnancy. That's the biggest Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics in the world. Not vegan to state that. It's like a collective big source. That's why we're saying, because we can thrive without doing this to animals, it's then our personal choice whether we want to eat Oreos on chips all our life or have like whole foods. But when you look at it from the victim's perspective, those pigs going into the gas chambers, mother cows having their babies taken from them. When we look at it through their eyes, I think most people would say, I'd rather not hurt the animal. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, that's each to their own. Personally, I don't eat pigs, so I don't eat pork. It's just a like religion thing. But even if it wasn't a religion thing, I still wouldn't eat pork. It's just not my type of meat. But again, like you would probably say the same with like other animals, like chickens, like cows and stuff like that.
Yeah, chickens are also gas chambers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the gas chamber. I've just known that now, but yeah, I've seen like, you know, documentaries on chickens as well. But
I would say like once we know better, we can do better.
Like, you know, halal slaughter. Have you ever seen halal slaughter?
No.
It's horrific, right? And this is another thing that I find interesting with the Quran. It is actually the only religion that takes into consideration animals. You know, cover their eyes, face them in a certain way. They can't see other animals being slaughtered. It has to be done with a sharp knife. Back when the Quran was written, perhaps we needed to eat animals to survive. I don't know. So actually, the Quran is the only book that takes into consideration animals' feelings. If the Quran was to be written today, where we don't have to do that to animals, my opinion would be that they would say we shouldn't be doing it at all.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But look into it a little bit more.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking to me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
I mean, because we've never seen this before, how can we change if we don't know like what's going on?
Yeah.
So,
But that won't stop me from eating meat.
I would say to you, put yourself in the animal's position, and if you were the animal going into a gas chamber or a chicken hung upside down, would you want someone on the outside protecting you, or would you want them to say, "Oh well, I'm hungry," kind of thing?
I understand your point.
It's about the empathy.
I understand the empathy point of view. Still will eat meat.
Yeah.
Because I've grown up to eat meat.
Do you think that's okay though?
For my nutrition, yeah.
Even though you can be healthy without harming animals?
Yeah, you can be healthy, but how will I get my protein?
Protein all comes from plants.
Amino acids.
My husband's a bodybuilder.
And he has soybeans and stuff.
All protein comes from plants originally, so every single plant has got various levels of protein in.
Yeah.
But we also had this concern as well. When we went vegan, it was completely ethical. We saw the victim of our choice.
Okay.
We didn't know where protein came from, so we were like, oh.
Yeah.
But there's loads of documentaries now that can guide you, and now it's like, oh, it's easier there. But like, nothing changes for us, but everything changes for the animal.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
Still won't go vegan, sadly.
Well, I would say watch Dominion on YouTube.
Dominion.
Educate yourself, because I never ever thought I'd ever go vegan. But how can we justify the unjustifiable when we don't need to, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are days that will have like non-meat days, non-chicken days, you know, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but yeah.
Well, not every day.
It's my choice.
Do you think it's okay to take the choice of the animal's life away though, for a sandwich we don't need?
Yeah, you got a point, but yeah, I won't budge. I can't budge.
That's quite sad.
I know.
Because you're obviously compassionately against animal abuse.
And I mean, it's a difficult topic. It's a difficult topic.
I would say it's really like it's simple when you think of a victim. When you look at it through the eyes of the victim, it becomes really simple.
Yeah.
And when you realise I can just choose this over paying for someone to stab someone else in the throat, it becomes very easy for us.
Yeah, I mean that's like the extreme of things. But it's like politics as well. Can't change that either.
Politics.
Yeah, like.
I mean, this is a very simple, easy thing for us though. Like 3 times a day we go and eat something or somebody.
Yeah.
We just move our hand. Like, do you think it's easier for us to move our hand in a supermarket or easier for the animals going through gas chambers and slaughterhouses?
Yeah, but I think it's an ongoing debate. We could spend all day talking about this, but I will have to.
I would say watch Dominion.
I will watch it. I do like the documentaries, but
education is key. Pignorant, we're here with the guy who filmed Pignorant. It's just come out on Amazon Prime. And then on Amazon Prime it's free and you can educate yourself and stuff. It's actually a really cool documentary. It's about how like this guy turned his whole life around and his mission to get cameras into like gas chambers and show the truth. So it's really cool to watch.
I'll definitely give it a watch.
And there's your prize, your biscuit prize. It's yummy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Lovely to speak to you.
You too. Thank you.
Have a
Take
good
care.
day. Bye bye.
I'll be going down into the gas. We're going to